Hi there. Uh, this is a new experience for me, so please bear with me. I want to talk about the limitations I encountered while using a Gamdias Hermes Ultimate keyboard. First of all, I would like to say this is a second-hand keyboard. I had the Roccat Rios MK Pro with brown switches, and I decided to switch to this keyboard because that didn't serve me as I wanted. This keyboard has these thumb button macro keys and the lateral and the side macro keys, which are very helpful while playing massive multiplayer online games. Well, it's a very good keyboard. It's very sturdy. It's not that big comparing it to my Roccat Rios MK Pro, which was 3 centimeters or 4 centimeters longer. The problem I have encountered with this keyboard is as it follows. I wanted in the Hera software to designate modifiers like Alt-Shift-Control to my thumb buttons, and I did so. I made a macro for the M3 button, macro button, and I made it so that it registers an Alt, a Shift and a Control key down action, and it only does this action while you press the key. In other words, while you press the key, it's like you actually press Alt Shift Control, which actually enables me to multiply the abilities on my Logitech G600 mouse. I can have another set of abilities on these buttons with that. But I actually have encountered a problem with the macros in the game. Let's switch to the game. In the game, if I actually start walking, and I press the macro, it actually does what it's supposed to do. But when I lift my button from the macro, the walking stops. Let me see if I can actually put the keyboard in front so you can also see that in action. Okay, let's reposition my character. So I'm walking, I'm using the macro. When I lift my finger from the macro, the walking stops, as you can see. You have to actually push the W button again to actually start walking again. Well, problem is in PvP you cannot afford this type of issue. You cannot afford to press the walk button twice. You waste precious milliseconds, hundreds of milliseconds. If I use the walking on my mouse, that doesn't trigger it. So it probably only interrupts the key presses on the keyboard. Okay, So that's the issue I have found with the macros on this keyboard. In probably other games this won't be an issue, but in games where you need to do things on the fly, this is a big issue, a really big issue. This keyboard is very good. I mean, at first I didn't like that much for gaming the Cherry MX Blue switches, but now I actually like them. I like them for typing, and they're very good also for gaming because of the Gamdias element. The macro keys are very well placed. I wish more professional gaming keyboards would actually use this type of layout. I mean, this is very good. I can use Shift and Caps Lock. I have reassigned my Caps Lock, and also all these three buttons on the fly. I can use the WASD buttons with these three fingers, and my pinky and my big finger is actually free to do abilities, to press buttons and do abilities on the fly. For now, I actually fixed the problem by assigning to Caps Lock the Alt button, and to M1 and M2 the Control button. Okay. Thank you very much.